Hey, this is Gary, 3 times head of growth. I want to talk about the 7 types of emails that you send to PLG customers. It's a lot. You might think, hey, should we send this much or should we send very little? I'll talk about that at the end of this video, but let's dive right in first. Um, of course, administrative transactional emails, of course, send password invitation, that's kind of given. But I want to talk about behavior emails. That's very highly underutilized. It's actually a very powerful mechanism of getting buy-in with your customers, the champions and the buyers inside the account, the networking effect, getting the stickiness of that. So personalized based on the product experience, right? A lot of flywheels are happening. Think of things like from Facebook. So an example would be Joe from your team just approved the policy. Check out who else needs to approve the policy. That's a great email. Joe from your team have added evidence to this control. See the control history here. Joe from your team just integrated with DataDog. See what else integration you haven't set up yet. Your team haven't set up yet, right? So someone else is doing something, has sparked an email to you, of course, depending on your role and your subscription level. And so this week and on a weekly report, this week, Joe, Jane, Bob did this, XYZ. This month, Joe, Jane, and Bob are the most highly active user in your account. This quarter, X amount of things were automated and we saved your team Y amount of times. Um, those are really good behavior emails to reinforce to your customers that how powerful your product is, how sticky it is, reinforce to the buyer and the champion, hey, they need to get ready to invest more into your software, right? Okay, I'm going to talk about the life cycle marketing emails. That's kind of basic. It's which sent to the whole organization, right? But resurrection emails, I didn't in my past roles. We alerted users on the platform, right, as to come back. As also as part of we send promotions, different types of content to tell them to come back. Remember to use us. But a lot of it was also to scrub the email list. So it's very important. Work with your marketing team about that. All right, let's get into the PLG stuff. For automated tech touch, a lot of talks about automated tech touch. I personally read a lot of emails about all of this. I feel like it's very fuzzy, in my opinion, but going through the experience, leading and operating on PLG, here's my some examples that I put together. So we created email sequence based on activation points, basically where they are in the user journey, and we cut that in 5 chunks. And basically, each chunk we send them a new sequence. So as they move towards their activation points, they're gonna receive different types of emails. And each types of email or each email example is we encourage them, hey, you have X percent, you finish X percentage, you're so close. Here's how to get there faster. Hey, this is what you need to set up to go even faster. We also remind them their support. Hey, you're almost done. Here's a list of auditors that we partner with. Feel free to message us. We're here to help you. Hey, you're about to finish, and this is what the auditors needs to see. Finish these last few things. So we're always encouraging them. So we keep it very short, very sweet, one call to action. And these emails consistently get about 45% open rate. So it shows to me that folks are actually actively using the product, or they are thinking about it. How do I go faster? How do I go reach these activation points and get to the finish line, right? Keep it short, easy to digest. And then, of course, there's this concept called the behavioral sequence on TikTok, right? The classic one is the hand raiser. If you have HubSpot, you will know. Like if you go to the pricing page on HubSpot, a couple minutes later, they're gonna send you an email about, hey, Gary, I just noticed you checked out a pricing page. Do you have any questions? That's an automated tech touch based on the pricing page, based on things that are not part of the product. And also, you can also trigger hand raisers on top of hand raiser buttons. and upgrade buttons in your support and community forum. Ask for support. And that's also not part of your core product that triggered this. We also want to send what we call advanced feature discovery. Basically, you have some advanced features. They're part of the premium plan, but on the basic tier, you want to kind of nudge them over to say, hey, check this out. I noticed you use this. Why don't you want to think about using that? Here, let me send you an interactive video. Let me send you a video, interactive demo and a video on this. And I want to show you about it. If you have any question, let me know. These are very powerful, super, super powerful. They get about 60-70% open rate because it's behavioral based, right? Their action is triggering us to reach out to them, automate it. And then finally, of course, there is the high tech, high touch emails, right? Basically your classic sales emails, but what we do is we also enable the customer. When customers have questions, how do you do this? We create content, we send it to them, we put it back out to our knowledge base, and then we increase our knowledge bank. And then in the future, we include those content back into those automated onboarding emails. So it's really powerful. It's a part of the learning flywheel here. And so we treat all customers of all size, as long as they're qualified leads. Sometimes we'll say, hey, we want to send you emails and follow up with you about upsells, and we try to keep it very short. From my experience observing this, keep it very short and conversational. I used to write long emails, like super long. I was trying to like put all my product concepts all into it and then say, hey, you want to buy? It was a terrible learning experience. What I found was just keep it very short and very sweet, conversational, because at the end of the day, people, the customers, your users just want to feel supported. Remember, your customers just want to feel supported. And PLG, you might think that it's about operating in the shadow. It's not. It's about meeting those your customers and supporting them. So coming back around, should you send one email or a lot? In my personal experience, sending one email is a terrible idea. There's so many call to actions. You can't put that all in one email. So that's out of the question. Should you send a lot of emails? Heck no, right? You got to be purposeful. It's got to be based on activities and behavior. Like there's a reason to contact, right? And a reason to email and communicate to your customer. So, but I will say that if you send a lot of emails, you will know. You don't have to like philosophically think about it. You will know because based on like Google or ESPs, they will start to put you into the promotional folder or the update folder or like the spam folder and so on and so forth. Your delivery rate, your open rate, your click rate is going to go down. You will know when you send too many emails. So again, don't make it a very philosophical discussion about this. Just send purposeful email. At the end of the day, the customers just want to feel supported and reassured.